Hi guys, 732 Review Crew here. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
And this is the finale to Clone Wars in its entirety, Season 7, Episode 11 and 12, Clone Wars. We are finally finishing one of our first shows that we started. Eddie has been blah, blah, blah. Let's cut that out, sorry.
On and off, I've been here along the journey, but
Yeah.
It's been their journey.
Yeah, it's been.
Watch. I binge.
I'm glad that you
couldn't
joined us.
Watch at this pace, I binge.
I'm glad that you joined us for it, though. I mean, Mike's built some emotional connections to characters, especially like probably the clones in Ahsoka.
Absolutely.
It helps you give a little bit of a deeper understanding and appreciation for Star Wars, this whole series, especially because you kind of get to watch Anakin's fall and the fall of the Jedi, as well as Ahsoka's trajectory all at the same time. But without further ado, we're going to say thank you for joining us. If you're new here, if you're watching us for the first time for the finale, we do hope you go check out some of the other episodes or join us for other content. Thank you so much, and we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. Clone Wars, the finale. He's all sleepy.
You actually captured it. I'm impressed.
That is what the council.
She gave her lightsabers back.
The dark side of the Force surrounds the Chancellor. If he does not give up his emergency powers after the destruction of Grievous, then he should be removed from office. Great care we must take.
So this is, a scene from episode 3 that we saw it in, Coruscant.
A great service to the Republic you have done.
I did my duty as a citizen.
Not as a Jedi.
No, not yet.
Yoda understands.
Actually, I was hoping to speak with General Skywalker.
I sent him to inform the Chancellor that General Grievous has indeed been located on Utama.
Then the war could be over soon.
That depends on the Chancellor.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, citizen. These matters are for the Council to decide.
That's fucked up.
That citizen was harsh.
More to say, have you? A message for Skywalker, perhaps?
Talk to Yoda, goddammit.
No, Master. Thank you. I'll tell him myself when I see him.
You didn't tell them what Maul said about General Skywalker.
She told Rex.
If she told Yoda, she could have saved.
I thought it was carbonated. That's a crazy tomb.
A relic of a bygone era. When
Red clones.
reason to imprison
Coruscant Guard?
maniacs.
Ooh.
I thought your sister outlawed such devices.
This is the last one. Goodbye, Ahsoka Tano.
Chamber.
It's like the most surreal.
Yeah, this music's fucking really setting a tone.
As a Jedi, we were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers. But all I've been since I was a Padawan is a soldier.
Well, I've known no other way. Gives us clones all a mixed feeling about the war. But without it, we clones wouldn't exist.
The Republic couldn't have asked for better soldiers, nor I, a better friend.
Oh.
Commander X, the latest briefing has come in. Want to have a look? It might have an update on General Kenobi's efforts.
Oh. Oh.
Straight from the movie.
Oh.
Execute Order 66.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Lord Sidious.
It's Anakin. I feel like something terrible has happened.
Ooh.
Rex?
No. I'll do it. Find him. Find him. Find him.
Goddamn.
Oof. Oof. Always makes me a little emotional.
Your super destroyed box of tissues.
I kicked it by accident. Oh. Ooh.
Doesn't want to kill him.
Don't make me regret this.
You survived. I was not privy to my master's plan.
He just realized. Fuck.
Now I see it.
I'm not here to team up with you. I need a diversion. And you're...
Kid, give me a fighting chance.
I'm not rooting for you. Now get going.
Fuck off.
What droid is she going to get?
Oh, it's her droid.
I need your help.
R7's her droid.
I don't know. I don't know why the clones are doing this. But we might be able to do something about it.
Droid saving her from clones.
Are you sure you want to help?
iRobot.
Be dangerous. Bring up every secure file on Clone Trooper CT-5555.
Onto the whole thing with fives.
Yeah.
And he said, that's why I said find fives.
Yeah.
Try Anakin's passcode. 810.
I know, I was wrong.
I'm not sure I believe it myself, but there's a possibility that the inhibitor chips the Kaminoans put inside us have a purpose that we don't.
And now she knows.
Whew. Dude's got fucking aura.
Even, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Ball, man.
They gave him a hallway scene.
I know he isn't, but he comes off like stronger than Dooku. That's so fucked up, bro.
Yep. He's more unrefined than Dooku.
Hey, out of the way.
They're kidnapping Rex.
Rex, I think I know what's happening. I saw your report on fives.
Where is she?
And I'm right here.
Oh!
Careful! But the chip has to be there. Check again. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Show me the chip in his head.
The Force and the Force is with me.
The Force and the Force is with
Oof.
It's right there.
You found it?
Oof. Oh.
Don't do it, Rex.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Rex? Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, kid. I'm okay.
Oh, fuck.
Ahsoka, it's all of us. The entire Grand Army of the Republic has been ordered to hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights.
Wow.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. Lock it in. This is such a good series.
Goddamn, what's gonna happen in the last episode?
Victory and death.
Oh, Ahsoka gets to live happily ever after. How could I forget?
Yeah, it's generally the story of Star Wars.
Her and
Everybody
Anakin-
always lives
Her
happily
and
ever
Anakin
after.
run away from it all, and they go live with Uncle Kenobi in the woods. Then they picnic on Sundays with Yoda.
I feel like with Star Wars, it's always like, here's a trilogy, here's a happy ending, here's another trilogy to show you
Sad.
that wasn't a happy ending, actually.
It's sad.
Yeah, like,
Are you sad because we're sad?
you think it ended happy? Here's another movie. It got worse.
Has this been grimdark the whole time?
Idea.
Which is?
Just set those things to stun. We're not trying to kill anyone.
I'll tell that to them.
Damn, those are his brothers, and he's like, they're gonna try to kill us.
Yeah.
Woo! We're not trying to kill anyone. Throws a like molten metal door on like a ton of them.
At least he's using stun.
At least he's using stun, yeah. She just murdered like 4.
It is crazy how Rex can also take on like 20 of them.
Yeah.
He's different.
No colors on theirs? Damn.
Yeah, you do not want to fight a Force user on a bridge.
Damn, bro. Yeah. What did that do?
You know what room they're in?
Generator room?
course.
Hyperdrive.
room?
Yeah.
You can't just pull the thing out of hyperdrive.
No, you can't.
Disengage. It's too late.
Yeesh.
Well, this is gonna be a problem.
I love this. Woo.
I got everything locked down. If they weren't trying to kill us, I'd be proud.
Wow.
That was a crazy gravitational field, bro.
Look, it's pulling
What's that rinky-dink thing?
There it is.
a shuttle.
There she blows.
They were waiting for us.
Did it say reinforce the hangar?
Who's that?
Jesse.
Find our way to the shuttle.
There are too many. Besides, I don't want to hurt them.
Oh.
They're gonna die in about an hour.
This ship is going down, and those soldiers, my brothers, are willing to die and take you and me along with them.
Oh.
You're a good soldier, Rex. So is every one of those men down there. They may be willing to die, but I am not the one who is going to kill them.
Oh.
Hang on, we have Tano and the commander. Send all remaining troops to my position. Order was to execute the Jedi for treason against the Republic. The problem is, Ahsoka Tano is no longer a Jedi.
Huh.
Semantics.
You might be onto something.
If we don't get this right, we will be the ones committing treason, not her. Commander Rex, you're in violation of
Sheesh.
Order 66. I accuse you of treason against the
Ugh.
army of the Republic. You'll be demoted in rank from commander and subject to execution.
Uh-oh. We're good to go.
Yeah, I didn't much like being a commander anyway.
Drop the floor. Drop the floor.
Why did they only have one shuttle?
You wanted this chaos.
Woo. She went for the throat on him.
Oh, that's crazy.
Stop him with the force.
No.
No. Damn. Isn't this like dummy powerful force moves?
Yes.
Well, keep in mind that a lot of Jedi just died, and the whole
Balance.
force is split among the ones who remain.
No.
No. Now what?
He's like, I'm out.
Yep. He left so fast. Woo. She did a little trick.
How did it not cut? Okay.
He threw her sabers in the ground and moved them. Oh no, the ones they shot down here.
Go back up. Oh.
He put his hands up. No!
Oh, fuck, bro. We're tilting.
Whew.
That's not how lightsabers would work.
It's okay. Bam. Where's Ahsoka? Right there.
Oof. One last squirrel.
The parts are just so big.
So cool. It's just one engine. Come on.
That's crazy.
That's so cool.
It's such a beautiful animation. Tragic, but
Oh.
Jesse.
Huh?
Anakin gave it to her.
Those are stormtroopers. They're gonna find the lightsaber. Yep, and Vader's gonna find it.
With that, he thinks Ahsoka died in that crash.
Wild way to end it.
Right?
With Darth Vader, yeah.
Full fucking Jesus Christ.
That was crazy. I love that. All right.
So it really was a Ahsoka show.
Yes. Basically.
It always was. It always was.
It was a great one. I love that.
Are you okay, Mikey? Do you need to take a minute?
I'm okay. I always get a little like teary-eyed when I see that. But a lot of it's just because that Order 66 is pretty brutal. Because you spend the whole like 7 seasons loving the clones, and then you're like,
yeah, and then
fuck.
you see them betray the people that trust them. Like it's kind of like
Yeah, I mean,
awful.
there's much more of an attachment. You grow to them, seeing like actual personalities rather than the movies you watch. You know,
right?
Where it's just
Potter.
They're soldiers. Some of them have names. Now they're killing Jedi.
Yeah,
like within 2 hours.
How'd you like the Order 66 occurrence with lining up with the movie? They actually used a line for the movie with like Mace Windu was actually Samuel L. Jackson.
No, that was really good. They managed to line up the timelines in a way that felt really good and got a proper ending for the show. Because like we know, like, you know, there's a gap between 2 and 3. This happens there, and then it kind of like is supposed to bridge the gap, but like we didn't get until like these last 4 episodes like the actual battle over Coruscant, and then like the lead up, and we got resolution, we got closure.
Exactly.
We saw what happened with Rex. We saw what happened with Ahsoka. We got to see like what was happening, because we only get like snippets in the movie where it's like you cut to a Jedi and he gets gunned down for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
We don't get anything like what's going on realistically.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, one of the things I love about this is you see like Rex like resist for like a second. And it's because there's like attachment with Ahsoka, as well as maybe his like experience or something of knowing it from 5s helps him resist. But like the whole finding out and like saving Rex is like amazing, because like when you're a first time viewer, you probably didn't know if Rex was gonna die or not right there.
No, not at all.
Which is like, you know, it's pretty much like a possibility, especially because if you don't see him in future content. But the fact that Ahsoka saves him and takes the chip out, and like that all that happens is just like amplifies the story of like she escapes with that, you know, with Rex, who's like the best of the clones.
Right.
Yeah, and I think another thing that it showcases is how, you know, despite everything, how well trained Ahsoka is.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Pretty much all the Jedi, as soon as the clones turned on them, couldn't react in time to defend themselves, and Ahsoka was able to survive a whole ship full of clones hunting her.
Well, part of
Ahsoka did get a little bit of lead time to like get her bearings, where I feel like a lot of Jedis were caught off guard.
Well, the one thing I would say the benefit is that most of the people who it happened to weren't part of, like, you know, that weren't Yoda or Ahsoka. Yoda and Ahsoka surviving were killed because they were in the middle of a battle when it happened, so they couldn't, like, you know, sense the change in like the Force. But like Ahsoka felt the change in the Force and the turbulence because she was, you know, in a situation where she was like in hyperspace, completely removed from outside stimuli.
Yeah.
So I feel like that helps, but like it also helps that she was facing Rex when he was going to shoot her, and Rex
took a second.
Well, he said, "Don't do it. I'll do it." And otherwise, the 2 guys behind him may have killed Ahsoka.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what saves him, and that's why, you know, she saves Rex with the help of the droids, which we unfortunately lose, the heroes of the Republic. I mean, it was just, you know, such a great scene. Jesse becoming the asshole that, you know, he's such a great like character, like he helped and then also you hate him because he's such a dick.
Good soldier, follow orders.
Yeah,
man.
he's just a good soldier following orders. Darth Maul and Ahsoka having a little moment too was great, because Ahsoka was like, "I need you as a divergence," and the whole, "Well, give me a weapon so I have a fighting chance."
She's like, "No, I don't care about that."
I'm not rooting for you, and you know he didn't actually need it, as you see. He was just,
which was wild seeing Maul pop off.
I mean, it makes sense.
Well, he wasn't holding anything back. You know, Ahsoka didn't want to kill anyone. Maul doesn't care.
In the last fight, he was like a little like when versus Ahsoka the first time when he like fought her on the last episodes, he could have been considered imbalanced because he was like upset. You know, Anakin didn't come and like his plans were thrown off. But in this, he had time to kind of sit in there, meditate, and feel what was going on in the world.
I think one of the great things that, especially the final season and the final 4 episodes of this does, is during the whole course of the third movie, you're thinking the whole time, oh, if just this had happened differently, it wouldn't have happened. If this had happened differently, or if someone said this, and this adds even more of those moments where it's like, if Ahsoka had just talked to Anakin, maybe it would be different.
Or even said something to Yoda.
Or said something to Yoda, or literally anything. And it just, I don't know, those kind of moments make Star Wars, because it's like each decision happening the way it did led to what the story is and the story we know. And this just kind of paints that picture a little better.
And, watching this first time, you don't get the little tragedies. Like when Anakin is talking to Ahsoka in the last 2 episodes, he says to her, we'll catch up next time when I see you, and something like that. And it's like, when you
Is this where you're traumatized from death flags, Mikey?
No.
I think another cool thing they mentioned, before Coruscant got invaded, or while it was getting invaded, they sent Shakti to go defend the Emperor.
Right.
Which is another named Jedi from the movies, and you can kind of assume how she goes.
And she dies 3 different ways, I'm pretty sure.
There was different things. Some people thought, she died on Camino because that's where she was stationed.
There's a deleted scene.
Definitely the Emperor killed her and then went with Grievous. Like, this pretty much confirmed that is what happened. She was never seen from after that, and Grievous probably wouldn't have beat her.
And there's a whole deleted scene in the third movie. I think you showed me it once. Yeah. Where Shakti, it's a deleted scene, but Shakti gets killed by Palpatine, like completely off guard. Now I really just love the whole just melancholy too of this music working up to it, because you're like, we won. That should be a happy moment, but like,
the music direction's great, but it was just foreboding music. Sure. Yeah. Because like you're not spoiling anything when you're making this. Episode 3 came out however many years ago. But it's like still keeping the suspense leading up to that moment. They did a great job.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
And but another thing they did a great job of is just how much it hurts to watch Ahsoka and Rex, hit the clones, and how much it hurts to see them shoot at this. Like, you have this attachment, but they're shooting at Ahsoka with her face painted on them, and it's like that just like amplifies pain.
She's a true Jedi to the end, though. Even under those circumstances, she didn't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
But it also shows why she couldn't really be a true Jedi, because she cared about them so much she didn't want to hurt them. Whereas the Jedi would be like, objectively speaking, they're trying to kill me, so I have to kill them to survive. Which is like the mindset Rex had.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Rex is like, look, he literally straight up said it. He's like, they're going to die, and they want you to die with them. He goes, I don't care. They're dead. It doesn't matter if I do it, they do it. And Ahsoka saying that it mattered to her really showed that she cared, and like it has that level of empathy. Whereas Rex is just kind of like. And I think it also goes from their perspective, because like Ahsoka is their leader and their friend, and Rex has been like their brother, that the brothers are kind of betraying him because he fixed his chip. It's convoluted, but like I like the dynamic between it, and I like that they kind of discuss it.
They kind of gave like an introduction to like what someone in the middle of the road would be between, Sith have too many toxic attachments, and Jedi have none. So, what does it look like to be in the middle of that, which would be kind of like a regular person like us.
Yeah.
Like what we would
be if
we had, force powers and were in that world with that stuff happening.
A citizen.
Yeah.
Like Mace Windu called her.
That was toxic.
A military trained citizen with superpowers, sure.
Yeah.
Mace Windu is literally that person in the prophecy.
He's the reason all of this happened.
Yeah.
He's like literally the person in the prophecy that like when the king is like your son will kill you, so the king tries to kill all of his sons, and the wife sends the one son off, and that son ends up killing him. Like, it's your fault, bro.
Bro, he could have just named Anakin a master when they put him on the council, and none of this would have happened.
But like, hey, by the way,
he
your buddy
like,
Sidious,
that's what I
mad
needed.
sus, bro.
We wanted respect, and he wasn't given any. Speaking of respect, I love the respect that Ahsoka shows the clones, even though they tried to kill her with the grave. That's such a touching scene where we see, Rex has buried them, and even Jesse. It's just, she knows they deserve respect. She knows it's not their fault.
It wasn't personal.
Exactly, and that's what makes me a little emotional too. That, and when she, her, like Eddie said, giving up the attachment of Anakin is where she starts her own path. And then Anakin, with stormtroopers, you have to assume is a few years later, he finds a lightsaber, and that's him with his attachment issues reignited. Especially because, as you see, he starts a lightsaber, and he's like, "Oh, Ahsoka's dead. That sucks." He sees the clone helmet.
Well, it adds to his pain, which at that point thinks adds to his power.
So like I know this show came after like Legends was no longer canon or whatever. But like was Maul survived in Legends?
There were Maul stories.
I don't think so.
Were they?
Yeah, there were.
I don't think he survived. I think they added him back in this. Right?
That's what
This came out in 2010.
Like, I want more Maul
originally.
stories.
Well, it depends because I mean,
Comics.
Legends went so deep. There's so much.
Yeah.
there's a
Like
I'm not
there was
sure.
a possibility for everything. It's like reading Marvel comics. It's like, does this happen? It's like, well, in this comic series it does,
this
but in
alternate
this
universe
run
one.
it doesn't.
In
In
this-
this one, it's totally different.
In this universe, Jedi are allowed to have love, and that's that. They took that's
like
yeah.
but it wasn't like a big point in Legends.
Right.
And they made it one.
But they definitely played him more into this. You'll probably hear his name or references to him throughout other shows and stuff because like he just is a cool part of lore, and I think they realized that and they're like, all right, like let's do it.
I mean, him and Boba Fett have kind of always been like the tag villains of the series that people are like, now he wasn't in for a long time, but I really liked his chutzpah.
Because it's the character
And
design.
Boba Fett got like a whole fucking TV show or two.
Yeah,
So,
well,
like, where's
listen,
Maul?
it's kind of like a whole thing now that like people really like shows and movies that focus on the villain now. Like that's just like kind of the time period we live in and the trend we're currently like on. So
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
it works. People find some traits relatable.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't really relate too much to Maul.
I mean, they've Darth Maul comics. They have like
We'll get you a number you can call for help.
it's on our Discord. Come join it. What's it called?
RP sessions are on Tuesday.
Did you enjoy Ahsoka's final squirrel? With the
Yes, which
escape is great.
literally
Yeah.
squirreled from the atmosphere.
I mean, everything was top
What
notch.
annoyed me a little bit was like she was trying to grab onto Rex's ship, and then as soon as she did, Rex was like, "Oh yeah, we can pull out now." Like, why couldn't he just like put up a flap, slow a little down?
Well, because if he slows down too much, she splats into that little dome that was in front of her because like gravity still exists.
I've seen Ahsoka jump from like an 8-story building and land on her feet. I think she can handle a hatch.
Well, like six.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see why he had to do that. And then once she got a grip, he like leveled off so that she could actually, you know. I see it. I see what you did. I see it. I see the vision.
Do you have any predictions for
The
anything?
show is over. What am I predicting?
I don't know. Anything? I mean, you see what happens between now and you see what happens now. You see what happens with Ahsoka's TV show and Mandalorian.
Han Solo movie.
He buys.
Isn't that what the train?
It's a really good.
It's fun.
movie.
It's fun.
It's a good
Isn't there like a
movie.
big train fight?
You seen it? Yeah.
I think I saw like part of the train fight.
Okay.
Probably.
So I mean that's part of it. I really enjoy this because it does give you the whole Ahsoka story. This came out after I believe Rebels was fully finished when this came out too.
Oh.
So like that's just to put you on the timeline of like the Star Wars content. And then after this, Bad Batch
Well,
was
the
announced.
storyline of Rebels is different.
Yeah,
like the
opposite.
time period
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
I
It just
won't-
animation-wise came out
before.
after.
Yeah. What's it called though? Do you have any predictions what Ahsoka does between now and then? Now and Mando?
Didn't you watch the Ahsoka show?
I saw the Ahsoka show and the Mando.
You have some ideas, I guess. That's
So
right.
he pretty much knows his.
Yeah, that's right.
knows a
Okay.
decent amount,
I no
yeah.
predictions.
It seems like she just goes and lives in the woods and bees who she is.
Did you see by the way the bird at the end?
Yeah.
You know what bird that is?
I don't know what bird that was. I knew there was significance to the bird. No fucking clue.
So in Mortis, there's a bird for the sister, and Ahsoka when she was poisoned, the sister gave her life essence. So that's like the sister's bird, correct? The owl.
Watch Rebels. I'm not gonna say much more.
That's just
Okay.
it.
All right.
That's just it. The significance is it was the Mortis
How many
owl.
episodes is Bad Batch? Is this gonna be
3
2
seasons.
years?
3 seasons.
3
Three
seasons?
There's probably like 10 episodes each season.
Okay. Well, yeah. You know what?
It's good because it's in the quality of the final season.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like
mean, he's
maybe
at
not up to that very same standard, but it's definitely they upped their quality in
Yeah,
animation and they kept the trend because it was a
Some of it's good though
a
because
show based off this.
I feel
it came
like
out this year. and
there's
last year.
definitely like a Clone Wars abridged watching order.
I'm sure
has to
there
be.
is. There's a lot of fillers.
Because like
But the filler's kind of what gives you that emotional connection because, yeah, a lot of the episodes are unnecessary and stupid, but it builds like that slight attachment to just.
no, I
minor
hear you.
characters.
But like I feel like a good like at least 20% of the episodes could have been dropped, and it still would have been just as.
That's true, but you would have also like been like I think we didn't have to watch the episode with the gangsters, and then like
Which episode with the gangster?
the one with the purple hot gangster. You've been like that wasn't a necessary episode, the movie or whatever, and then we all of a sudden we go to like the first episodes of the season with the fifth and sixth episode of the season with the Trace sisters, Trace and Rafa, and they're like, my parents died during that chase, and it's like, oh shit, the world's connected. That's why it's kind of important for some things.
I forgot that whole storyline.
Neat.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this. As this was, I think I've never actually watched this in its entirety since I watched it the first time. I've seen reactions to it because this is an entertaining reaction to watch for people, especially non-Star Wars fans who like become Star Wars fans. It's like fun to watch the reaction to Maul and whatnot because we were deprived of Maul for so long, and he's like, as you said, Eddie, he sells. So he's like,
Maul doesn't say a fucking word in episode 1, and it's just like competent but not super impressive.
Yeah.
And then we get him in here.
I mean, it was the dual bladed lightsaber.
Yeah, that was cool as
People
fuck.
lost their
And he got
minds
the
with
red
that.
and black with the horn. He just looked sick.
He looked awesome.
I mean, most people.
Great design.
Some people question, why was Ahsoka able to defeat Maul when Qui-Gon Jinn wasn't? He was a Jedi Master and she was apprentice / knight.
Shit about goddamn Anakin.
Well, the reason also is she was a soldier and Qui-Gon was peacetime, so she had the years of war experience fighting against Asajj Ventress.
She wasn't a pushover.
Yeah, and other stuff.
And also, I mean, it's pretty shown in episode 1 how Qui-Gon accepted his fate for Obi-Wan to grow because Qui-Gon knew what would happen after he died.
Right. Qui-Gon kind of.
There was that whole thing.
Most people are afraid of death, even like people who are okay with it. And Qui-Gon was like, "No, I got stuff to do."
He literally accepted it and was like, "All right, kill me," because he knew it would only make him more powerful.
True. So I'm gonna ask Mike some questions, just some minor ones. Ahsoka doesn't count. Who was your favorite Clone Wars introduced character?
That's a good question. I mean,
Ahsoka's the big one.
I say not Ahsoka, I'm including her. Is Rex technically introduced by this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so Rex is the one too.
Ahsoka, Rex, Cody, they're all like.
No, Cody was in the movie.
You know what? I have to say.
Reference.
No, he gives the order to kill Obi-Wan. So that counts technically.
We're kind of like limited on
Gunji.
We're kind of limited on like heroes, right? Because we have Ahsoka, we have Rex, we have Cody, and then there's smaller ones that like pop up from time to time. Like we're introduced to Bad Batch in this, and like they're all nice characters. I'd say for like the longest like medium range character, I think the most interesting one for me was probably Asajj Ventress.
Okay.
Just because it's like she's
introduced in this.
Was kind of in between two worlds of like two of the interesting, less explored parts of Star Wars, the Sith and the Night Sisters.
And the bounty hunting also.
And the bounty hunting, which is like what kind of like all the cool seedy shit in Star Wars.
Yeah, it really is.
So like you got other cool characters like Cad Bane.
Cad Bane's sick.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Cad Bane's got like too much competence.
Surprised you didn't say Hondo.
I don't know. Hondo's good, but Hondo, I feel like we don't get
enough
character progression.
Okay, that's fair.
He's just Hondo.
I fucking love Hondo. Like Hondo is the coolest dude, but like as a character, he's got depth, but he's very like there's no movement.
Ahsoka goes through a great arc, but you're right. I think Asajj Ventress has the best arc because she goes from like being like the apprentice who's apprentice, the assassin who promised to be apprentice to like cast out to like getting her revenge to being like failing and then finding her own way in the world and helping Ahsoka when she was at her lowest. So it's a very interesting character. Least favorite Clone Wars character that was added.
I had to have said I hate someone. Oh god, I don't know. I love Jar Jar, so it's not Jar Jar.
He's not added in Clone Wars.
What's the green girl? Azra?
Oh, the one that
the Padawan. That
Barras Offee?
Something like
Barris Offee?
Barris.
You hate her?
I think,
but she was right though.
I don't think she was right. She was right, but I don't think I liked her.
Okay, that's fine.
I feel like I hated someone though. I don't remember.
I do think you did hate someone.
I definitely hated.
You're like I hate that character. And
I definitely hated someone.
From what you said before, the Purple Hut didn't seem like your favorite.
Zero.
Yeah.
His girlfriend.
Not enough to hate him.
Okay. His girlfriend that killed him.
There's definitely someone I hate. I don't know. I remember.
Oh, the general. The evil general dude.
Everyone hates
I mean, he's supposed to be
hated.
hated.
That guy.
Yeah, he sucks.
Now there's someone I'm supposed to like be okay with / like, and I hate it. I can't remember.
All right.
One of my favorites was Fives.
Fives is great. Fives is my favorite too.
It's just like I was rooting for him.
He's a homie.
The whole time.
He's so close.
He was trying to save everybody.
Final two questions. Favorite episode that wasn't part of the final season. 5 is my favorite.
I don't know if it's the same episode, but I liked one of my favorite arcs was the Savage arc.
That was not the same episode, so that counts. That's great. When they first introduced him.
Yeah, like when they first, and like he
He's
goes to fight Dooku and stuff like that. That
You see the selection process.
Yeah.
Too, like how he was chosen.
How Maul was chosen.
yeah, no, I did enjoy that because it was again a blend of like the Sith story and Night Sisters.
Eddie, what was yours? You know, it's been a while.
My favorite always, I don't know why, is when Yoda's learning about Force Ghost.
And Marco Ragnos.
And he goes to the planet and like Anakin covers for him and there's like human. I don't know why. I really love that arc. It's a very like
Anakin.
fantasy Star Wars vibe to it that I
mystical.
love.
Now, Mike, least favorite episode. Do you remember one? One that you're like, I hate?
The droid arc.
The droid, he liked that one.
Mine.
No, I like the droid arc.
I hate the droid arc.
There was a sidebar.
Did we meet
there was a sidebar like that.
Gregor?
I was not a fan of.
What was it about? You remember? Was it the Jar Jar episodes?
No, I kind of block out the things I dislike.
So you don't remember?
Jar Jar
It's a
panic.
I like Jar Jar.
Jar
I think Jar Jar's a good character.
Got laid.
Yeah, he did. He fucks.
In Clone Wars.
All right.
And no one else.
Wasn't it a queen?
Yeah, he was a queen.
Yeah.
He got a queen.
Queenie is his boot.
Queenie.
Easy.
Easy slap.
Easy work.
Yeah. All right. I don't know.
I'm trying to remember because like I definitely
Politics arc?
episodes. No.
Gangsters. Padawans.
Maybe it was something like Death.
Death Watch.
I definitely did not like the Death. I don't know if I hate it.
When they're like on the planet.
He was really annoying.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Fair.
I didn't love the Saw Gerrera arc.
I mean, it's important to find it.
I liked a lot of it, but there was parts of it I was like, this is dumb.
It's important to learn it.
There's a lot of love and hate in here. Like this is a great show.
He's a
but,
Star Wars fan. Look at him go. He's throwing.
Nobody hates Star Wars more than a Star Wars.
Listen, I had the special edition VHS tapes growing up, right?
My mom recorded them on with the commercials, so that's how I had my.
Illegal.
Okay, we're moving on. We're gonna wrap this up. This was a great finale, so thank you for joining us. Especially if you're new here, especially if you've been with us a long time. It's been a very long time coming, but we have finished Clone Wars. So thank you for joining us. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
We are the 732 Review crew wrapping up Clone Wars, moving into Bad Batch after we do the Tales. If you do enjoy this, check out Patreon for full links on those as well as these. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let us know your favorite parts of Clone Wars, what you didn't like about Clone Wars, what you would have done if you could have changed anything in Clone Wars. I would have probably made 5 survive, but that's it. Bye.
But that destroys the whole.
Yeah!